Guardiola faces biggest crisis after pathetic show against Monaco. London, Liveliness Guardiola faces the greatest emergency of his administrative vocation subsequent to spluttering Manchester City hit a new low in their troubling Champions Alliance exit against Monaco. City's woeful safeguarding taken a toll them profoundly as Monaco recouped from a 5-3 first-leg deficiency with a 3-1 win on Wednesday that took them through to the quarter-finals on away objectives. Having fallen 2-0 down in the primary half, City were given a lifesaver by Leroy Rational's objective, which would have been sufficient to send them into the last 8. Record picture of Zip Guardiola. AFP. Record picture of Zip Guardiola. AFP. In any case, City's elegant and extravagantly amassed side were seriously ailing in strategic teach as they permitted Monaco to score once more, sentencing Guardiola to his most punctual Champions Group exit. As Guardiola pointed the finger at himself for neglecting to persuade his players to assault all the more successfully amid a lazy first half, it was the 46-year-old's battle to assemble a solid City safeguard that earned him generally feedback. They were too high, it's terrible protecting, previous Manchester joined together and Britain focus back Rio Ferdinand said on BT Brandish. You need to allow yourself to see the ball. On the off chance that you remain that high you give the person taking it a range to hit. There is nobody in there who is charging that crate, managing to the line of resistance disclosing to them where to be. There is no officer in there. That is the issue. Grieving 10 focuses behind chief class pioneers Chelsea, City are currently decreased to concentrating on securing a main 4 complete and beating weapons store in the FA Containers semi-finals 1 month from now. That would be a small return given the build-up that welcomed Guardiola's arrangement a year ago to supplant Manuel Pellegrini, the Chilean who figured out how to lead City to the Champions Alliance semi-finals with substantially less pomp. Turmoil. Guardiola was hailed as a progressive who might amaze the chief group with his idealist standards when he landed at City from Bayern Munich. The Spaniard had immaculate accreditations in the wake of winning La Liga 3 circumstances and the Champions Group twice at Barcelona, then including 3 more association titles at Bayern. However, Guardiola has thought that it was considerably harder to flourish in Britain, where the opposition gave by a large group of uber-rich top clubs is far more grounded than the resistance gave in Spain or Germany. Despite the fact that City won the initial 10 matches of Guardiola's rule, his heartless choice to cut out goalkeeper Joe Hart foreshadowed the turmoil to come. When it got to be distinctly evident that Claudio Bravo, Guardiola's hand-picked substitution for Hart, was significantly more defective than his forerunner, the Spaniard promptly lost believability. At that point, on a reprimanding evening in North London, Tottenham administrator Mauricio Pochettino outwitted Guardiola in a 2-0 triumph that underlined the outline for beating City. City have never been the same since and Guardiola has turned out to be progressively grumpy, unsettling his players with consistent group changes, protesting his way through media interviews and for the most part giving the impression of a man awkward in his new environment. The nadir appeared to have come at Goodison stop in January when City disintegrated to a 4-0 vanquish that positions as Guardiola's heaviest as a chief. Rather, there was more awful to come in Monaco. Previous City guard Richard Dunn trusts it will take a noteworthy modifying employment to change City into genuine contenders for the top prizes. Enthusiasm understands the players have disappointed him and he needs to fortify in the mid-year, Dunn said. This season has been an expectation to absorb information for him. He's most likely come in and thought he can accomplish something with them. Be that as it may, they are far short, even as far as the chief group they lack squad. While Guardiola will be given a lot of time to take care of City's issues, it abruptly appears to be a long way from certain he will think of the correct answers.